Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pastania Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing all right. It's
Good
the
man.
holiday season. About
It's
to
the
have
holiday
Right.
season. Yeah,
American Thanksgiving.
yeah,
That's right.
American Thanksgiving, man. It's exciting.
Yeah.
You
These are,
guys had yours.
you
You
know,
guys had yours a couple months ago.
yeah, we like. So I always say, like, first of all, because we've had snow on the ground for like 6 weeks or something like that. So
That's true.
harvest time
Yeah,
was a long time ago. But also, what I like about it is that strategically, if you're a turkey at Thanksgiving, I know a lot of people like ham, but if you're a turkey at Thanksgiving kind of guy, you can still have turkey at Christmas. There's enough time in between. The Christmas rolls around again, you're like, I'd go for some more bird.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice that way.
There you go. John has enlightened me to turnip puff that I'm not going to be able to experience it this Thanksgiving, but I'm
Mm,
going to have to make it and see what this is all about. So
what is this?
shockingly good.
Turnip puff?
yeah,
Turnip
turnip
puff.
puff. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's a very Canadian and sort of very Western Canada. Came from Europe the hard way, grew up on the prairies kind of dish.
I, to me, when I read the recipe,
Yeah.
it seems like almost like a candied yams, but with turnips instead of
It's it's
potatoes.
it's it's candied yam adjacent. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
That's
So
fair.
that's
It's just less
because
sweet
I
and more
initially asked, I was
savory.
like,
I'm looking this over right
is
now.
this
This
just
is
mashed turnips, like as a replacement for mashed potatoes? But no,
Right.
it's got like sweet stuff added to it. Like I think was there
Right.
cinnamon and sugar and stuff like that in
Yeah, yeah.
there? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
then you get the breading, which keeps the savory nature of the
yeah,
turnip, and
yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yeah,
So
it's super tasty.
I'm gonna try it out because I
Nice.
like turnips. So all right. All right. So getting away from all that stuff, today we are talking about the AVO Expressions Limited Edition 2024. The cigar is a Toro Extra 6.5 by 50, comes out of the OK Cigars factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrappers from Ecuador, binders from Mexico, and the filler is from the Dominican Republic and the United States. Price point is $18. Cigar was released in April of 2024. And we picked these cigars up from Corona Cigar Company. So if you're in Florida near one of the locations, be sure to stop in for a cigar and a libation. But if you are not near them, you can always give them a call, go to the website, place an order, and it will be shipped to you almost instantly. All right, with all that out of the way, Seth, take us to your experience with the Avo.
it looks like an Avo. It looks like a quality Avo. Nice looking cigar. First third start with some like nice cedar profile, soft spices, hay, earth. There's some tobacco notes, a little bit of creaminess, medium strength and body. It kind of just smoked like the kind of a classic Avo Ecuadorian wrapper offering. Really good burn and draw. Second, third showed some of that hay, earth, tobacco, still getting some cream. Continued smoke at that medium level. And the final third just kind of wrapped up that smoking experience. Cedar, soft spices, hay, earth, cream, medium, strength and body. John?
I mean, it sounds like Seth and I really had a similar experience because as he's reading, I'm like, is he reading my notes right now? Yeah, a lot of like I said, dry wood and hay, light spices, tannic wood, very medium. The first third balances the dryness with the sweetness of the wood. A little bit of vegetal notes in there, a little bit of chocolate. Very avo-ish. Nothing to me super complex in the first third, but like it was very pleasant. Second, third, creamy tannic wood, kind of balanced out by sweet wood as it settled in. A little bit of medium strength dryness building as it continued. I'd say the second third was still pleasant, but had a little bit less in the flavor category for me than the first third. And then last third, creamy earth and wood. And then as it continued, there was sort of this bitterness and tannic nature that was just sort of started in the finish and took over the post draw and just continued to build and build and build. And it was, I put it as distracting. It wasn't like awful, but it was like, okay, if I was smoking this not for a view, I would have put the cigar down. So that was kind of a bit off putting. Like Seth was saying, that the construction's really good. Burn was perfect for me. The draw had slight resistance to it, so I had to dock for that. But pretty good construction. So overall, I'd say kind of below average overall experience for me. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar, earth, and black pepper. Some construction paper joined in pretty quickly. Second, third saw some light creaminess join in, and then the final third saw a minty vegetal astringency join in, which kind of later lost the astringency, and then the construction paper moved to the background of the profile. Construction was perfect for me as well. No issues in regards to that, but cigar just had an average flavor profile throughout, kind of mainly driven by that toasted cedar earth and construction paper. Um, I kind of felt like the construction paper was a bit of a kind of a wet blanket over the whole profile, where it might have been able to kind of shine a bit more otherwise. So not very exciting flavor profile, and not something I'd see myself coming back to, especially at that at this price point. So. Let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Seth and June, who wasn't able to join us. Both gave it a 6.1. I gave it a 5.75, and John gave it a 5.25. So, Seth, how'd that 6.1 match up for you?
I think June and I scored it really well. I think June would be saying something completely opposite from me right now, but um, I mean, listen, the biggest issue I think it's a solid cigar. I think it's kind of really kind of like a solid Avo. I don't know how it's a limited edition. We could talk about that for a while. Price is pretty tough on it too. But it was a good stick otherwise. I mean, I guess overall average. But Aaron, you're next, right?
Yeah, my 5.75 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout. Perfect construction kind of gets it to those kind of high fives. But um, yeah, I mean, regardless of price, it's not a cigar I'd come back to. Jet construction paper, just kind of like I said, it was like it was like just kind of covering up something that might have been able. I don't think that even that without it, it would have shined. It might have been like I probably would have been right where Seth is, good first third, kind of average the rest of the way kind of a thing. But yeah, it's not bad. It's just not good either. So, all right, John, 5.25.
Yeah, I think I was right there with you until that last third, and I think it was the last third that kind of tanked it for me. I we can definitely have a conversation about the limited edition nature. I just think that in the sort of grand scheme of Avvo releases, this one's probably on the weaker side. There's been some really good Avvo releases. There's been some maybe not so good in the series that the seasonal series had some kind of ranging. This one for me is definitely sort of on the lower scale overall of the Avos I've experienced, and like you said, even if you took away the price point, this just like if it was $9, I'd be like, yeah, it's just not a flavor profile that gets me excited at all. Despite the fact the construction was pretty perfect. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Any final thoughts talking about that kind of limited edition nature
yeah.
of a?
Why I
I
don't understand. I
just go
don't.
buy an Avo XO. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, you can
Yeah.
go buy an Avo XO for $6 less, and it's
So
yeah,
part of this is supposed to be a collaboration with D Nice, I believe.
yeah.
So I think that
Somebody's got to get
adds a little
paid.
bit to the price point to be able to put the name on it. Kind of, it's not actually on the cigar, but in
wait,
conjunction with.
who they
So
team up with?
D Nice is a DJ. Um, so more of a kind of them trying to do
That's
a bit
like
of an
what?
urban thing. Kind of, I think some of that Xeno New York stuff they were trying to do. So.
Yeah, keep with the musical theme of the original.
Yeah, they just might be looking for another ambassador for the brand that's got a
Yeah.
music tie-in or something like that. So I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm not sure how. I haven't seen a lot of like interaction in regards to that, but maybe I'm not the audience and I'm not kind of tuned into what they're doing anyway. So um, it's hard to tell.
I'm I'm
Yeah, you're not the
getting
audience
I'm
either, Seth, right?
I yeah.
So yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
D nice. Well, Scar was D average.
There you go. Maybe they should, B average is usually would be good or C average, right?
There you
So
go. There you
D
go.
is
Yeah.
the D starting off with D is already like,
D,
kind
D
of,
nice.
yeah, yeah. All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Limited edition.